U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has made Panama his first destination on his first overseas trip. Washington's central issue is China and the fear that it could control the U.S.-built Panama Canal. Secretary Rubio says it's no joke.
Just retired General Richardson said she flew over the canal, looked down and saw those Chinese port facilities and said, those look like dual-use facilities that in a moment of conflict could be weaponized against us.
Chinese workers first came to Panama in the mid-1800s, but their numbers and influence have expanded greatly in the last 3 decades, especially since Panama cut ties with Taiwan and recognized China 8 years ago. Felipe Camargo was former military strongman Manuel Antonio Noriega's chief intelligence officer until they were both arrested during a U.S. military invasion in 1989. Today, Camargo believes the U.S. is right to have concerns.
From
the military intelligence point of view especially, the main submarine cables of all the Americas cross here. The U.S. naval fleet, including nuclear submarines, cross the canal in both directions. The Pacific and Atlantic controlling the seas is critical.
President Donald Trump is threatening to take back the waterway, but Panama says that's non-negotiable. However, there may be other options. Time and the jungle have deteriorated what was Fort Sherman, one of the former U.S. military bases in the canal zone. It's strategically located at the Atlantic entrance of the canal. Nearby, the U.S. operated a key naval listening station. Until 1999, this is where the U.S. Army's jungle training school was located because of the incredibly thick jungle here. The canopy is second to none. There's still a bunker. You can see this is where the weapons and the cannons were kept. But the most important thing here now isn't the jungle, but rather having military access to the Atlantic Ocean alongside the Panama Canal. And that's what makes all this interesting for the U.S. government. Panamanian sources tell Al Jazeera that previous U.S. requests for a new base to be established here were rejected by Panama. But with President Trump vowing to play hardball if necessary, Panama is likely to be considering concessions. Lucia, Newman, Toro, Panama.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.